Air is directed by Ben Affleck and stars Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jason Bateman, and Viola Davis. The film follows the history of a sports and marketing executive, Sonny Vaccaro, and how he led Nike in his pursuit of the greatest athlete in history of basketball, Michael Jordan. Now, I'm not much of a big sports guy. I don't really watch football or soccer or basketball that much. I did play a bit of soccer back in the day when I was young, and I played basketball with my father many times as a kid, and those were fun memories I would always remember. But I'm not much of a watcher of the sport, apart from a few occasions where I would sit down with my family and we would all watch sports together. It's not like a thing that I am passionate about. Like, I know like the basics of it all, but I really don't play it, you know? So a movie like this does intrigue me, but this is just the making of a shoe. It's really nothing but that. But for some reason, Ben Affleck was able to direct the shit out of this film and create a movie centered around a shoe and have it be emotionally engaging, have it be inspiring, well directed, and well shot. The characters were really engaging. You care about each and every one of them, and they start off in a way that you would expect them to be, like the CEO being cautious about what's going on, the rogue main protagonist that believes in what he's doing and that it could save the company, but also it could save a part of himself, that spark that ignited and hasn't felt in a long time. You want to keep that spark lit, and you instantly care about him the second you see what he's like, what he does as his job. And once he sees something in Michael Jordan, you understand his character fully, that he has a passion for what he wants to do, and he wants to continue that as far as he can. Some of the other side characters, especially the ones played by Viola Davis and Jason Bateman, are all really good. Viola Davis as Michael Jordan's mother here, despite the limited amount of screen time, is fantastic, and every scene she's in, she is heartwarming, she is understanding, she is caring. You understand her love for their son and how much the whole sport of basketball means to him, and you understand why she would want the best for Michael. But Jason Bateman surprised me here a little bit in terms of his character. Performance-wise, he's Jason Bateman. You will expect a good performance from him. But with a character like this, it's easy to set him aside as just the guy who helps out everyone. But there's a scene later on in the film where we learn a lot about his life and his family life and why this job is taking a toll on him, especially taking time for his family. We understand that this whole deal is going to ruin many of these people's livelihoods, maybe, if it doesn't go well, if Nike just plummets even more than it already did. So the stakes are high, and we understand that by seeing how this can affect many of its characters, especially the CEO played by Ben Affleck, who starts off very cautious about this whole thing, but slowly learns to be behind Matt Damon, and he starts to convince everyone why this deal should be made with Michael Jordan. Directing wise, this is great. There's not a single shot in this film that feels out of place. The tone I felt was perfect. The lightheartedness and humor of the film worked very well. It got a few good laughs out of me. But Ben Affleck was really good at making you engage with the story about a shoe and how this deal can affect all these people's lives and how the stakes get higher every day as this deal gets closer to probably being made or not. Also, the whole production design and feel of the film, like it takes place in the 80s, it felt naturally right. It felt authentic to the time period. With the cars, the costume design, the production design, it all felt perfect. There's not a single shot that doesn't feel like it was just an actual set. It all felt lived in and natural, and I love that. If I had to say a few negatives, I would say that I would have loved a little bit more information about some of the other characters, and that is due to the runtime being a bit too short in my opinion. I know we all are tired of 3-hour movies, but I would have done a little bit better with the film if it was a bit longer, if we learned a little bit more about the characters. And it's quite obvious whenever they cannot show Michael Jordan in many of these scenes, even though he is there. And they weave their way around it well, but still, you could tell that they don't really want to show the face of Michael Jordan because we all know what he looks like, okay? There's no secret behind that, and I think Ben Affleck was afraid of showing the face and having that immersion be ruined, especially when they show clips of Michael Jordan in the film and not in like the end credits or anything, like in the film. So that's going to be like a visual whiplash of sorts, so I understand that. But if they found a way to not show the footage of Michael Jordan in the film and have an actor play, I think it would have been better. But there also would have been a few moments in the film that were so inspiring that I wouldn't change at all. That would have to be changed a lot. So I guess the pick your poison thing, but all in all, these are just like a few problems that don't really ruin the movie at all. Just some stuff that I think could have been a bit better. They're not terrible problems, just things that I would have probably changed up and worth criticizing the movie for, because no movie is perfect. But all in all, I found Air to be emotionally engaging, inspiring, funny, and all in all, one of the best shoe films I've ever seen. I'm gonna give Air an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.